Stand by. Cue talent.
Hello and welcome to the monthly update for Harwich Conservation Trust. My name is Michael Locke, the director, and we have with us here today Tyler Maycath, our outreach and stewardship coordinator. We're going to tell you all about our upcoming March events. Hard to believe it's almost March already.
Yeah.
Or March as it is, rolling right around the bend. We've got our live owl program coming up March 9th. Saturday, 13th annual, hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's Marcia and Mark Wilson, naturalist, owl educators. You see there Mark with the Eurasian eagle owl. Looks kind of like a great horned owl, but it's even bigger. It's the largest owl species in the world by weight. And Marcia holding a snowy owl. Both of those owls will be present at these programs on Saturday, March 9th, right in the community center gym, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. There's Marcia with two spectacled owls from South America. We're calling this program Live Owls from Near and Far because we have owls that represent our local species. You'll see a couple photos in a bit, and you'll see owls from farther away, like those spectacled owls from South America. There she is with a local owl species. Screech owl. They come in those different colors, don't they, Tyler?
Yeah, there's a red phase there that you see. There's also a gray phase. So, multicolored owl, same species.
Tell us where those screech owls nest.
They nest in cavities in snags, which is why it's very important to leave standing dead wood in the forest. Tree cavities are utilized by a number of different species, but important for screech owls.
Yeah, there she is again with that Eurasian eagle owl. It is a beautiful owl. When she walks around with these owls tethered to her gloved hand, she'll actually invite folks up to have some hooting lessons alongside these owls. And believe it or not, these owls will hoot back. And it's just such an amazing experience. So we rarely get to see owls. Sometimes we'll hear them, right, on a still winter night or twilight evening. But to see them up close and personal, to see their feathers and learn more about their habits and biology is a real opportunity for folks to get to know the wildlife around them, and of course some of these species from farther away. It's $5 for ages 5 to 11 and $10 ages 12 to adult. For 13 years we haven't changed those prices. We try and keep it reasonable so we can have as many people enjoy these programs as possible. It's not recommended for under age 5. Again, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. You can either reserve in advance by credit card online at our website, harwichconservationtrust.org, or you could pay at the door. And it's going to be a really wonderful experience. So we look forward to it. Right around the corner from there, we have another event. It's really the lead-off organizational meeting for our annual Heron Count. Tell us about that, Tyler.
Yeah, that's right. We have our annual Heron Count coming up that we conduct at Citizen Science Project in conjunction with the Association to Preserve Cape Cod and Massachusetts Division of Marine Fisheries. We have volunteers count herring every single day throughout the day between the period of April 1st and June 1st. And it's a location on the Herring River. And it's really quite incredible to see these fish migrate. They are diadromous fish, which means they spend most of their lives in salt water, actually. And then they migrate to freshwater or brackish water to spawn, to lay their eggs and have their young. A very important food source for a number of different wildlife species, but also quite beautiful on their own to watch and see thousands of fish sometimes migrate in a matter of a few minutes. So if you're interested in helping us with this, it's a minimal time commitment, typically on your part. We have a kickoff meeting on March 19th here at the community center. It's going to be at 3:30 in the multipurpose room. We will have Dr. Muramoto from APCC here, and she will be talking about herring counting all around Cape Cod and population trends on herring as well.
Oh, that's great. We look forward to that. Thank you, Tyler. It's always a spring phenomena, isn't it?
Yeah.
That herring migration happening all around the Cape, and of course right here in Harwich, in their namesake river, the Herring River. So right around the corner from there, Saturday, March 23rd, save the date, 10th annual Meet Your Local Farmers event. Right down the hall in the gym of the community center. This is where farmers from one end of the Cape to the other come from all of their different beautiful settings to meet with the public. This is a free event, no admission charge, noon to 3 on Saturday, March 23rd. So come on in. And you can meet and greet up to 50 different local farmers and farm-affiliated groups. You can see some of these photos here taken by our volunteer photographers from past events. We have everybody from our local Cape Cod Lavender Farm or Pleasant Lake Farm to Kroll Farm out in the Upper Cape. We have folks from more folks from the Lower Cape Eldridge Farm, which is more over in the Brewster Harwich line area. You have folks who are raising chickens, whether it's for their eggs or meat. You have the cranberry jelly harvest folks who have these preserves, delicious. A lot of these products will be available for sale during this event. It's a wonderful event to shake off the winter cabin fever and kick off the 2019 growing season. There will even be some farm animals. We never know what farm animals will show up, but there always is a wonderful variety for folks to see and hear and get up close to. So we hope you can make it. Again, more details at our website, harwichconservationtrust.org. Then we just round out March. I think it's March 30th, right, Tyler?
That's right.
March 30th with a non-native invasive plant presentation, and you've been working on creating this collaboration. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is sort of a bonus winter talk for us this year. It's March 30th, 2 p.m. at the Harwich Community Center here in the multipurpose room. Yeah, we have a talk with Teresa Sprague from Blue Flax Design, who is a local landscape architect and ecological designer, and the Harwich Garden Club. And we're going to be talking all about invasive species that are present in our local environment. So what is an invasive species? It's a species from elsewhere that has become naturalized in the local environment. And you see here some Japanese knotweed growing up through some cracks in the concrete. It's a very invasive plant. It's from Japan. As it turns out, a lot of the invasive species that we have locally are from Japan and China, which has a similar climate to New England. These species really take over certain habitats and really dominate the forest to the exclusion of other plants. So we want to learn all about things that we can do as homeowners and people on the Cape, and what we could do to manage these species in our own yards, steps that we can take to minimize the spread, and other plants that you can have in your yard that may be just as beautiful and not so problematic for the environment.
So there'll be some part of the presentation on native plants, it sounds like, that might be more beneficial to local wildlife.
Yes.
And just creating healthier habitats on local properties. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. So a lot of these plants originally came here from the nursery trade. So a lot of people still have these plants growing in their yards as ornamental specimens, such as burning bush, and they're unaware that they can be pretty invasive and detrimental to natural habitats. So the talk will go from 2 to 3, and then afterwards we're going to take folks out in and around the community center outside to learn to identify some invasive plants that are present locally here.
Oh, that's great. So it's, there's an indoor portion
Yeah.
of the presentation led by Teresa and yourself. And then there's also the outdoor field identification.
Sure.
That's a neat combination.
Yeah, a short field session outside for those folks who are up for that.
Yeah.
So weather dependent. But.
And people can just show up to this event at 2 o'clock on Saturday, March 30th. They have to pre-register?
We're asking folks to pre-register by emailing
okay.
us at events@harwichconservationtrust.org. But also, you know, if you don't get to it, please feel free to come. It's free.
Great.
So we'd love to see you there.
Thanks so much. It's great. It's great collaboration with Teresa at Blue Flax Eco Restoration Company, based right here in Harwich, and also our local Harwich Garden Club. So we're going to end again with that live owl program. We really want you to come out. Don't forget, March 9th, Saturday, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Come on down to the community center. You can pay at the door, $5 ages 5 to 11, $10 ages 12 and up. Come down and see Mark and Marcia and their incredible owls. It'll be just a terrific experience. More info at our website, harwichconservationtrust.org. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again the next time around, next month.
Thanks.